Guys, today we're going to talk about the WGU Health and Human Services bachelor degree. So this is another good bachelor degree at WGU. If you want to be a social worker, you want to work in some psychology subset, this is a very good degree. So we're going to talk about this degree today. I'm going to show you how you can shave about 1.5 years off of this degree. You can still graduate with this degree in 2 terms, basically 1 year. You can technically do it in 6 months, but it would be pretty difficult. So I'm not going to advertise this one as 6 months. So basically you would knock out 30 plus credits from ACE credit platforms and then try to do 2 terms of this degree and have your bachelor degree in 1 year, slightly over 1 year. So I'm going to show you how to do that with this spreadsheet, which you can download at my website, majormash.com. So if you really want a bachelor degree in health and human services, you've had your eye on, a human services type bachelor degree, WGU is a school where you can actually kind of hack the system and get it done really fast while still learning the material. So for a lot of you that don't watch my videos, colleges kind of spread out their information over 4 years, to get more tuition money. There's not much of a reason for it, to be honest. Like, people should be able to go at their own pace. It's like 1.5 years of information spread out over 4 years. Now, if you have your own time, like you can invest as much time as you want into a degree, you should be able to get your degree in 1.5 years or less. And that's the great thing about WGU and other hackable schools that I talk about. So with WGU, you can hack a degree. You can accelerate the classes at your own pace. You can open the class, take the test or write the paper or whatever. Prove that you know the knowledge, and then you're awarded college credit. So WGU is a great system. I've attended WGU, and for any of you that have never watched me before, you can hack this degree, get it done fast, and that is through ACE credit platforms such as study.com and other platforms as well. And I will show you that right now. All right, we are in the spreadsheet for Health and Human Services, and these are the classes that you can transfer in through ACE credit platforms. So what are ACE credit platforms such as study.com, Straighterline? So these platforms basically are very easy courses that you can do. They don't take more than a week each at the most if you have the time. Obviously, if you don't have much time at all, it might take you longer. But for the most part, a lot of people average a week or less on these courses. And it helps you hack your degree. Imagine getting 3 college credits in a week. And they're very affordable too. So basically, this would be 34 college credits. And you can knock this entire thing out in 2 months or less. So 2 months or less, you can knock all of these out. So on study.com, you have Communication 101, very easy course. Humanities 201, this course is more of an intermediate course. I think there's a writing portion to it. Intro to Psychology 101, very easy. Biology 101, and you do not need to take the lab version of this course for this degree. You can actually just take the non-lab portion. And then Anatomy and Physiology with lab at study.com. It's a bit of an intermediate course. Medical terminology is pretty easy. Healthcare delivery systems is a more of an advanced course, but it still shouldn't take you more than 8 or 9 days at the most. Psychology 103 is a pretty easy course over at study.com. And then you have a few courses over at Straighterline that I recommend. Math is a little easier there. So you have business stats, which will transfer in as applied healthcare statistics. You have physiology, and you have English composition 1. So all of this will transfer in as 34 credits out of the total 110 that you need. So you will have 76 WGU credits remaining. Basically, you shave off over 1 year of your schooling by transferring in these courses. So you'll shave off well over 1 year, and you can try to hack this degree in 1 year. So you need 76 credits in 2 WGU terms. So basically that's about 38 credits per term, which is an extremely doable amount if you have enough time to dedicate to this degree. And you can even do those 76 credits in 1 WGU 6-month term. I think 76 credits in 1 term is a little ambitious, but it is possible. I would say 2 terms is a little more safe and much more doable. So, but if you have all the time in the world, you don't have kids, you don't have a full-time job, you can try 76 credits in 1 term. If you want to avoid the hair pulling, avoid the huge time commitment, 2 terms is probably a little more optimal, a little more doable. So this degree, compared to the other WGU degrees, is a little less hackable. The other degrees you can transfer in 90 ACE credits. You can easily do them in a 1 month, 1-term, 6-month WGU term. Whereas this one, you can only transfer in 34 credits out of the 110. So it makes it a little less hackable. But like I said, it's still absolutely obtainable in 2 terms. Imagine getting a bachelor degree in just 12 months. Absolutely incredible. That's one of the huge reasons I love WGU. One of the reasons I love all of these hackable schools is you can get a college education, a bachelor degree in a very short amount of time, a year and a half or less, and you can get it affordable. Nobody should be going 30,000+ in debt to get a college education. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. So I've already covered some jobs you can get with this degree. So what are some other ones that you can get? You can be a community healthcare worker. You can still become a therapist with this degree. You don't have to get a psychology degree to eventually become a therapist. You can get this degree, go get a master's in psychology and try to become a therapist that way. If you want to become like a behavioral therapist, a child therapist, this is a really good bachelor degree to have. You can become a child adoption specialist, a case manager. There's a lot of different jobs you can be with this degree. Like, I think a social worker would probably be the main goal for a lot of people trying to get this degree. But there's many different careers that you can explore. It's also a great degree to work in the public sector. You can basically work any job in the public sector. This is a really good degree for that. Although something related to the degree in the public sector would obviously be a lot better. And it should help you land a job in that sector as well. So once again, just a really good degree. I like this one. Would I put it in my top 10 WG degrees? No, but it's still a good degree. I do like this degree. If this is what you've had your eye on, you've researched, you want to work in this field, you've been researching similar degrees to this one, this one, it can't be beat. WGU offers, a quick education. You still learn all the material. If you are crunched for time, you're crunched for money, this is a extremely good option for you. So it's a hackable degree. Get it done fast. It's an affordable degree. You don't have to go crazy in debt. So transferring the ACE credits you see from my spreadsheet, study.com. I do have a discount link in that spreadsheet. And basically you transfer in those 34 credits and you can accomplish this degree in a year. Get it done in 2 WGU terms. If you count all the time you spent on the ACE credits, that's another 2 months. So probably 14 months. If you start right now, today, on this, you can have a bachelor degree in health and human services in 14 months or less. If you start right now, today. So you can accomplish it. As I tell everyone on this channel that watches me, you can accomplish it. You can do this. It's not about difficulty. College is never about difficulty, even for the hardest majors, even for the math-intensive majors. It's not about difficulty. It's about time management. Do you have the time management? Do you have the discipline? Because motivation is an overrated word. What you need is discipline. Okay, you have to hold yourself accountable every day. You have to make things a habit. Okay, even you have to do the things that you don't want to do in order to succeed in life. You have to do the things you don't want to do every day. So now I'm going to go over the rest of the courses in this degree program. All right, we are in the degree program from WGU. This is their PDF file of all the courses. So now we are going to scroll down here. Sorry, get to the course list. Here we are. So I've covered some of these in the spreadsheet, and these will be the courses you're actually going to do at WGU. So we're going to skip the ones that you don't have to do, the ones that you already did from study.com, etc. So you're going to do learning strategies in higher education, which sounds like a filler course. You're going to do health class, which is a pretty easy general education class. Introduction to Health and Human Services, a pretty basic introductory class. Healthcare ecosystems, that sounds like a pretty interesting course. Let's see here. Introduction to Systems. I know that is an easy course from what I have heard. And so this is also a pretty filler course. Team Dynamics. History of Healthcare in America. That's basically a filler class. Care for Individuals and Families. That sounds like a pretty important course that will help you, understand the psychology of individuals and families and how to care for them, etc. So I think, that's definitely a course you want to pay attention to. It's a course you want to invest time in. Cultural awareness. A lot of cultural awareness is common sense. But this course, if you're not aware of all that stuff, no pun intended, it will help bring awareness to you, and you can, basically deal with every culture you interact with in a more, positive manner, in a more, appropriate manner. But like I said, this course sounds like pure common sense that you should already be aware of. Evidence-based practice for health and human services. That sounds like a very, very important course in this curriculum. So I would highly pay attention in this course, learn the material. At the same time, you always want to accelerate WGU to try to ensure you graduate in a year, but try to pay as much attention you can. And you still want to get every course done in less than 2 weeks, but, make sure you pay attention to this course because it sounds like one of the most important courses in this degree program. Sorry, my stomach is going a little crazy. I have not eaten breakfast yet. So health equity and social determinants of health. So that sounds like another very important course here. Introduction to pharmacology. That is another important course. So that's in every healthcare degree almost. It's a very important course to know. If you want to specialize in this, take care of, the elderly. That's a very important course as well. End of life care. These two would go, pretty hand in hand. This one you took on Straighter Line. And then here's another very important course. So there's a lot of useful courses in this degree program, basically. Community and Public Health. That is a great course if you do want to work in the public sector. Understanding Substance Abuse. That is another very important course. You're going to deal with a lot of, substance abuse, how to manage that, what's the best to provide care for that. So that's a very important course. Values and Ethics. Introduction to Medical Coding. I'm surprised they included that class. That's a very useful class. Everybody should know coding, in my opinion. It's very helpful in almost any job field. So Introduction to Medical Coding. I think that is a really cool class that they've added and a very useful skill that you will learn. Financial Resource Management. Good course. Health Literacy. Models of Healthcare and Healthcare Trends. Community Relation and Leadership. That sounds like a good course that you'll need as well, especially in the public sector. And then you got your field experience, which might be kind of like a clinical in a way where you actually, do some real life work and then have it count as a class, I'm assuming. And then your capstone. So unlike other WGU degrees, this one actually almost every course seems important. You do have some of your filler classes, some of the general education we took to transfer into this, and some other ones like this one, and healthcare ecosystems, history of healthcare in America, team dynamics, right? So there are some filler courses in this degree, like there is any bachelor degree, but for the most part, compared to most degrees, almost every class is useful in this degree. Almost everything, all the way from here down to here, very useful classes that will help you in your career. So I like this degree a lot. It seems like WGU really, really was very meticulous with this degree, and they crafted a degree that really will, health and human services. It will completely sharpen your knowledge and prepare you for this industry, prepare you for this career field. So I really do like this degree. I feel like almost every single class, outside of 6 or 7, is very useful and supplies you with very good knowledge and information to help you with your career and to help you, understand this field. So if you guys do want to do this degree, I think it's a very good one. It's very hackable. But just because something is hackable and you can get it done faster doesn't mean you learn the material any less. And I think that's something people get a little confused by. It's like, oh, I won't learn the material. Like I said earlier in the video, colleges kind of space out their information, and that's why they last 4 years. If you can go at your own pace, it really is like a year and a half of material that you can learn in basically, like a year and a half or less. You don't have to spend 4 years, getting a college degree. You can go at your own pace, do that 4-year bachelor degree in a year and a half or less. And that's the great thing about WGU and the other schools that I do talk about. So, transfer in those 34 credits. That shouldn't take you more than a month and a half, probably. Maybe a month and 3 weeks at the most, if you spend a lot of time on it. You can get it done quick, and then you transfer into WGU. You can get all of these courses left. That's 76 credits. You can get it done in two terms, which is 1 year at WGU. And then you would have a bachelor degree for $8,000, which is pretty amazing. So very hackable degree. Get it done fast. Go get the job that you want. Go get the career that you want. Go work in human services. You can even be a therapist if you want to add a master's degree on top of this. There's plenty of master's degrees in psychology that you can do online. There's master's degree in social work. A lot of master's degree in social work are more in person, but there is some online as well. So, plenty of graduate education that you can do after this degree. So I hope you guys really appreciated the video. If I helped you in any possible way with this information, I would appreciate if you can like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Once again, you can download this spreadsheet over at majormash.com. I'll put a link in the pinned comment. Also a discount to study.com. So just follow that spreadsheet and the course list, and it will transfer in exactly as those course equivalents. So I've already done the research for you guys. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.